If you carry your swag on the roof of your car and you're sick of it feeling soggy at night, you need to get yourself an AOS swag protection system. Let's check them out.
Hit it.
G'day folks, Ben from Snowy's here. Today we're showing you the Aussie Outback Supplies or AOS swag protection system. This is a PVC weatherproof bag to put your swag in if you're carrying it on the roof of your car, and it's going to keep it protected from rain, particularly when you're driving, that driving rain that can get in through the seams or zippers and things. This is going to keep it nice and dry. These guys come in 4 different sizes, from a single through to a queen size, and weigh from about 2.6 kilos through to around about 3.4 kilos, depending on which size you get. When they're packed up, they're all about the same size as this, 48 to 50 centimeters in diameter and about 10 centimeters in height, depending on which size you get. And the bag that it comes in is actually part of the swag protection system. So if I take this out of the bag now and unfold it, you'll see that most of it sort of inverts. This becomes where the swag goes here, and this portion on the end here is the bag that we saw on the outside. If we invert that and zip it up, it becomes a little storage pocket on the end of the bag there as well, so you can store perhaps a pillow or something in that pocket there. Now it's made with a 640 GSM laminated PVC. It's a really heavy duty and stiff fabric. There are Velcro flaps to go over the zips where required, and it's bound over all the edges here to stop any fraying. There's nylon webbing, and it's all reinforced right around the bottom of the bag here, so really strong, well-made products. There's a little panel here even for a name tag if you like, so you can make sure if you've got multiple swags on top of your car, you can identify whose is whose. Now this is a king single size bag that I've got here, and I've got with me a king single swag next to me. Now this measures, the mattress inside is 90 centimeters, but it's about 95 or perhaps a little bit longer with all the extra loose fabric on the ends here, and about 45 centimeters thereabouts in diameter, but that depends on how tightly you roll it up. And it's one of those 3 hoop style swags. So it's got a hoop at each end, another one in the middle, as well as some ridge poles, and it's a 70mm mattress in there. It's quite a popular style, and it's not the most compact of swags. I want to pick a reasonable swag to put in here to show you how it fits. Now to get started, we've got to find the zip. Now the fabric's quite stiff. We've got to undo the zips as far as we can. We can do this little zip on the end pocket up if we like to start with. We're not going to use that unless we want to store anything in there. We'll undo this zip, follow it all the way around the edge as far as they'll go. This at some stage turns a corner. Let's see here, this has turned a corner now. So this bag on the end stays attached. Under this Velcro here, we can now, it's a little bit fiddly. There's lots of flaps to keep the water out. We undo this all the way. And as we go, the bag will eventually lay out flat. We get to the other end, the zip goes right around this end here as well, to the very ends. Lay that out, spread the middle out. We've got a carry handle inside there. We lay this out, and it's this middle section here where we're going to roll the swag up into. So we'll grab our swag now, put it on here, we roll this over the top, come into this end here, and then we start to do it up again. Now it is a little bit fiddly doing this zip up, particularly with this one being a new bag and the PVC is quite stiff. Once the zip's done all the way up, we then want to do these flaps up. Now this is a big flap that goes over the top of this zipper that runs along the length of the swag here, and on the end of the bag, now each end is slightly different. So this end has got a big flap here that we actually need to invert. This is the end that's going to go to the front of the car, so if the rain's driving into it, it's coming this way over the top. So we fold this back like this all the way around so that the water goes over the top of this zipper and doesn't go into it. The only spot there, or the only potential there that any water is going to get into the swag then is possibly through these seams here. It's not seam sealed completely, but given that the swag inside is also waterproof, that's going to keep things pretty dry inside. So we can see now that that's covered this zip on this side here. This flap along the top has covered that zip on top there. And if we look at this end here, this is the end that'll be at the back of the car. So the driving rain is going to be coming across this way. This flap goes over the top of that zip, and we've got this little pocket on the end here. Now I'll just do a bit of a run around on the outside of the bag, starting at this end here, which is where that pocket is, the original storage pocket that the bag came in. We can store things in there if we like. It's going to keep them pretty dry. On this end here, we've got a grab handle, so we can pull it on and off the top of the car pretty easily. Above that is the clip for the carry strap, which doubles as a bottle opener. So we clip that in there. That carry strap can then flick around to the other end here. There's just a standard clip on this end. We've now got a shoulder carry strap that we can carry it around with. There's handles that run over the top as well, so it can be carried like a duffel bag. Nice and easy to get it in and out of the campsite. And apart from that, the features on the outside are pretty simple. You've got all these straps reinforcing right around the bottom there, and that's going to offer pretty good protection on the top of your vehicle. I just want to try and explain the sizing of the bags here. Now there's 4 sizes, as I mentioned. The single is a 75 centimeter bag by about 48 centimeters in diameter. And when I talk about 48 in diameter, you can see there is a bit of space in here, so I could actually roll a sleeping bag up inside this swag, and it's probably still going to fit in there. Make it a little bit fiddlier to do that zip up because everything's going to be a bit tighter, but certainly doable. Now the small bag doesn't have this extra pocket on the end here. It just has another flap that folds back over this way. The King single has an overall length of 100 centimeters, but is 90 centimeters to where the swag fits, and then there's a little 10 centimeter storage pocket on the end there. Same with the double, which has got an overall length of about 130 centimeters with a 10 centimeter pocket, so about 120 centimeters for the swag. And then the queen, which I've actually got one behind me here. Now this one's actually made in Australia at the moment, it is anyway. Same sort of setup, similar materials. It looks slightly different, but similar materials. But this doesn't have the pocket on the end here. It's just got the same flap that we saw here on each end of the bag, so you don't get that little extra storage pocket. That's pretty much all there is to go over with the AOS or Aussie Outback Supplies swag protection system. If you predominantly carry your swag on the roof of your car in really wet weather, or even if you want to protect it from the dust, this is going to give it probably the best possible protection, short of putting it in some sort of large seam sealed bag, which you're going to find hard to come across. AOS is an Australian company. As I mentioned, some of their products like this and some of their swags are Australian made, so you are supporting Australian by buying an AOS product. You can grab these online at snowies.com.au at our lowest prices every day. If you've got any questions on them, let us know down in the comments below. Subscribe to our channel. We'll send you all of our latest information. We'll check out some other videos like this one down here.